I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well wishers, because today we are going to I will be joined by Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Contrary to what I said before, it is not going to be question and answer, please, because there are many important pronouncements that are going to be made. Therefore, you must tune in to listen in the next less than 30 minutes, please. We must continue. We must continue because we have no place to go back to. Do you understand? That is why, as somebody said one time that we forgot to put reverse gear in our car. Therefore, it is only moving forward. Moving forward, forward, and forward. Therefore, once again, I welcome each and every one of you to today's edition of Radio Biafra HAUSA service, coming to you through Radio Biafra London. Before I will continue, I will want us to pray, please.
so na furu my car mo ba ni na ebe a we to bankwe as na egbe ni gwe si ni gwe gba ka obu ya nukuto we na ana as for no nu kechara ba unu furu ba we ba ya fa we so bo na zichara imi nya to we na aru ya maka na otu nwa ọkọ nwata na nwa ọkọ nwe nwe ngwa ọsọ unu gwara anyị nọ na m na-ada egbu ebe n'ebe kama na ọ na-abụ na m na-atụsị ọ na ebe n'ebe ọnya ka anyị ji si na anyị ga-azụ ka afịa mana anyị ga-ana ka afịa n'ize a na anyị ga-agba ka nkwụ mana anyị agba ka ngwọ nọ ife anyị na-ekwu okwu ya anyị ma na aja anyị ma na ọgbaguru ga-enye nkwume mana ọ ga-anya ori ya na akpana maka na aja ada egbu edi dịka anyị jikọrọ aka ọnụ tata ekekere ụwa si otu a wee gbaa na niile ebe ala Biafra niile okirikiri adị n'ọgụgụ bụ eriọm gị butere ụzọ ọgụ a bute ụzọ ọgụ a onye ọ na-ekwetara n'ife a na-ekwu kutue ka ọ nwụọ ozugbo ịgwara ife ọ na-ekwu na ị ga-eme ka ọ bịa na mmezu anyị ekwuo na-ekwubie si na otu a ka ọ ga-adị tata bụ ụbọchị eke n'afa Chukwu okike abịa amapụrụ n'ife
niile. Once again, I welcome each and every one of you to today's edition of Radio Biafra House service coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Chinasa. Our leader is the indefatigable Mazi Nnamdi Okuchukwu Kanu. We must continue and make no mistake about it. Our leader must be released. I am telling you with assurance, our leader must be released unconditionally, by fire, by force. We don't demand, we don't ask or beg for our rights as the so-called Ohanes Ndibo and the rest. No, we demand for our rights and we get it because our leader did nothing wrong. Therefore, he must be released. Today is the 14th day of December 2021. In no distant time, I will be joined by Mazi Chinasa Nworu in this hallowed platform. Therefore, before that, there is something that I want to read, that caught my the fourth service saw the strange man in white suit made his way to the altar. In a video obtained by PM News, the man held Bishop Oyedepo on one of his legs and was dragging him and would have brought him down before the security officers quickly intervened. The security men and some leaders on the altar, including Oyedepo's son, David, had to forcefully pull the man away from the bishop to prevent him from falling on the altar. The man was bundled out of the church and was given the beating of his life by Oyedepo's security operatives. Since that incident, security has been beefed up in the church, and it was tighter. At the just concluded Shiloh. There's something I just, the attack on the so-called man of God, because I call them so-called. They preach God will protect you, this and that. Why should his security men beat the man? Whereas the same Bible they are reading tells you if they slap you in one cheek, turn the other cheek. And these are the people that have been preaching pray as Fulani jihadists are on the rampage. They continue telling them prayer. But when they become attacked privately, now they react. Do you see the hypocrisy in them? They have security. They have securities guiding them. But they give you oil. Their oil. They sell to you, not even giving, dashing. They sell to you their oil and kerchiefs. Name them for your and sticker for your protection. That once you believe it will protect you. But they go with securities. You know, sometimes I say, why are people like that? Does it mean they don't think? Does it mean that people don't think? Is a question sometimes I ask. These people, they will preach to you to use this olive oil. Use this sticker and put in your house and no arm drop. I see people they call choosing. They wear their jackets. They say it's a protection, but their leader, their so-called Daddy Jew, are being protected by security men. What a hypocritical world. You know, sometimes I don't even blame. I blame the people for being stupid, because in this world is a world of exploitation. I'm telling you honestly. A world of exploitation. But the only thing is that it is very bad for people to exploit those that they should be defending and opening their eyes. That is the worst part of it. You know, let me tell you one thing. There are no governments that are so brutal, that are so rugged, that are so criminalish than Western governments. I don't know whether you hear me well. There are no governments worse in criminality. I'm saying governments, not individuals. Governments. There are no governments worse in criminality than the Western governments, Europe and America. And Western countries, in short, the governments. But do you know what? They do all this, they perform all these criminalities for the benefit of their people, which is allowed. It is applaudable. Do you understand me? France is stealing from the 14 francophone countries of Africa. Do you know how much? $500 billion every blessed year. I don't know. $500 billion stolen by France from all the poor, wretched African countries. And that is why they remain poor and wretched. But these are the people that will come tomorrow every time on television and announce to you how much they are giving. Oh, they are helping. You come to their television all around the world, they will show you how, you know, their NGOs are helping Africans. Oh, and whereas they are the people that are making you suffer. That is exploitation. I don't blame them, because you can also do the same thing if you organize yourself. Your government should do the same thing. Because these people, they are doing it for the benefit of their own people. Their governments are doing it for the benefit of their own people, not for their own pockets. No. Not the individual pockets. Do you understand me? You know, I used to say here, we are in a free world, whereby everything, we are in a free world. Do you know, when Europeans invaded Africa, they didn't come with visa, because it was free. But now they put visa restrictions. Do you understand? Because they open their eyes first. That is why every time here, my preaching, I must touch about enlightenment. There lies the key. Resetting our brain. That is the basics. The basis of our suffering as black people. Look at this man. Somebody attacked him. They say hold him on the altar, and instead of him to use maybe the name of Jesus, no, the securities came and helped him. Okay, and his security beat him into pulp, beat the person to pulp. Why? But he said, you touch him. He said, no, we are not. We don't fight. Fulani headsmen, terrorists will be killing you. They kill how many of their members all the time, chopping off their head. They will pray. And cry to making them to get money back, and you know, oh God Almighty, how has our people fallen so low? Sometimes I cannot understand. I say, is this problem reversible? I'm telling you. Sometimes when you see things, you become a kind of discouraged. You see, so the way the mentality of our people are, is this reversible at all? Is this reversible? It's a very big question. It's very unfortunate that today I will not open the line. Otherwise, I would have done it and asked people this question, because it's a distress call. Is our people's mentality reversible? They will tell you, go in order to make money, you will go and bath in a stream, in a river, and as they are bathing, they are videoing you stark naked. People, not one person, not maybe 30, 40 of them, both men and women. You know, in the name of for you to tomorrow to make money. I say, is our people's mentality is irreversible at all? People should understand that the basic problem we are having is we are forced to live together with people that doesn't share the same value. People that doesn't share meritocracy. They don't value meritocracy. That is the only thing. If we have our own country, now we structure it the way we behave. We structure it the way we want, and we develop it. There we encourage hard work. I mean, working hard. Do you understand? We encourage meritocracy. All this is my brother's sister, it's my sister brother, therefore give him the job. No. That is what is making people to become useless. Any person that marries it, marries the position, even if we all is from the same family, they take the job, because what matters is carrying, developing the country. That is it. Do you understand? But lo and behold, they impose a country, British company on us in the name of a country, whereby they handpick the people that are ruling over us, like pharaohs. They are stealing in our name, with the Britain that created Nigeria, and nothing for us. Now they tell people, they lie to people that now, before for you to make money, For you to have a job, you have to go and make a medicine. You have to go and bath in the water. You have to go and pray in the church and drink olive water. When you do all these things, now you will have luck. These are just belief, deception. I used to ask this question. Have you asked yourself, why is it that you see somebody in your village, maybe a young man, that everybody is against because maybe he's a bad guy, because in school, after schooling, nothing. He cannot find a job, no money to start his own business. Now he start doing bad things. Now people are saying that this boy is no more, that he will die a criminal, he is this, he is that. Everybody look down on that boy. But all of a sudden, God help him, maybe he traveled to Japan, for example. He saw himself and traveling to Japan. That person that everybody has cancelled as a pauper, all of a sudden he starts he starts making money. He starts working, living decent life in Japan. Before you know, he will send money, come home, build house, nice house, start putting his even helping the people around him, children to go to school. But he was a person inside that place, inside the country, he was nothing. Not that why does it mean that he went to Japan and now turned to visit Christ or start being ordinary? No, he entered an organized system, a system that promotes meritocracy. Is the first thing for a country to advance. Meritocracy. Now he now discovered that, look, this is who I am. I have this talent. I can do this. And the system didn't even discriminate. They just saw, oh, you can do this. Now they give him the opportunity. The opportunity that he cannot have in Nigeria. Do you see why people progress outside? That is why all we are yearning for, hustling for, all we are fighting, agitating for, is to create that system. The system that will, that will bring meritocracy, that will cherish meritocracy, so that everybody could be able to advance. If you fail in that system, it is not the system's fault, it is your fault. Maybe you are lazy. Do you understand? A system that we cannot have in Nigeria. Do you understand me? Therefore, please, before continuing, I will be right back. Let me try to bring Mazi Chinasa Nworu, please. I'll be right back. Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA service coming to you through the auspices of Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Chinasa. I welcome each and every one of you back in this hallowed platform. Today is the 14th day of December in the year of our Lord 2021. I am now joined by Mazi Chinasa Nworu. You have to excuse us, please, for the delay. Just a few minutes delay, but we must continue. As I said before, there are many things to say, many pronouncements to be made. That is why, contrary to what I said yesterday, it will not be open conversation with the public for today, please. Therefore, I am joined by Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Mazi, welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Mazi Jonathan, good evening. Am I coming out very clear?
You are crystal clear. Please go on.
Thank you, Jonathan. Fellow comrades, fellow Biafrans, lovers, my name is Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Mazi Chinasa Nworu served the indigenous people of Biafra, of state. I am from Obingwa. Obingwa is in Aba province. This evening, before I proceed, this opportunity to thank my host, Mazi Chinedu, Jonathan, and also thank all other Radio Biafra hosts who did a job to defend this movement. Also, I'm using this opportunity to thank all IPOB media warriors, municipal officers, our finance officers, our mobilization officers, wherever you are this evening, I am saying all of you are doing a great job. In a couple of days, it will be 6 months. Our leader was kidnapped, adopted, and renditioned to Nigeria from Kenya. 6 months. We have all stood very fast. We have stood our ground. We continue to hold the mantle of this struggle, and we are going to continue to hold it until our leader is released additionally, and the referendum is given to the people of Biafra, and Biafra is restored. This evening, I have come to you, Biafrans. Today's message, as our leader normally said, if you don't have your pen and papers, kindly find one. If your families are not listening to Radio Biafra this evening, tell them to come close, because the leadership of the indigenous people of Biafra through Mazi Chinasa Nworu will make some landmark decisions this evening. We will draw the line of the battle from those who have come to destroy this movement. We have not come here to play. People have died in this struggle. Families have been wiped out. Homes have been destroyed. Businesses and properties of our people have been destroyed by the Nigerian government, allies in Biafra land. Therefore, this evening, there are a lot of things we are going to touch. And after making this clarification today, you will have no other thing than to blame yourself if you think you can go against the leadership of indigenous people of Biafra. Reasons are because if tomorrow our leader will be released from the hands of the DSS dungeon, if anything goes, most of you on Facebook will disappear in thin air. Every blame, if we fail, will be on the Directorate of State and other members of the DOS. And for that reason, we have taken enough from those who have worked very closely with the Nigerian government, who have worked with the enemies of Biafra to make sure that our leader was renditioned, and at the end of the day, they are also very, very careful, working day and night to make sure our leader is not released. And this evening, I will tell Biafrans their tactics, what they are doing, and all their plans. We are in the last month of the year. 2 days back, the Eastern Security Network completed 1 year. It was formed by our leader and the members of this leadership to protect our land. So far, ESN have done a very good job. We have our challenges. We cannot deny the fact that people have used the name of Eastern Security Network to commit some crimes. People have used the Eastern Security Network to harass people. People, criminals, kidnappers, they have used the name of Eastern Security Network. Some have used the name of IPOB. Some have used the name of our leader Mazi Chinasa to defraud people. Some have used the name of IPOB to destroy. Some have used the name of Eastern Security Network. We know in a movement like this, and coming from that part of the world where most of our people mentality and the corrupt mind of that corruption called Nigeria, we know these kind of things might happen. But for the fact we are looking for a nation, whatever we read tomorrow. That is the reason why this evening, Mazi Chinasa, any pronouncement I will make here this evening, it is by the authority, the highest command of this movement. And I am making any pronouncement with the backing of our leader, Mazi Chinasa, and the members of the DOS, that whatever we will say, that is how it's going to be.
What is this, Mazi? You're this thing. My goodness me. Mazi, please go on.
Yes, it seems like we have some few seconds cut off. Okay. Therefore, Biafrans, I'm making this evening any instruction being given on this platform, Radio Biafra today, it is the final. And if you think that you can hang around to destroy this movement, I'm telling you, your time is up. Any pronouncement I will make this evening, instruction that will be given this evening, if you think you are bigger than IPOB, if you think you are bigger than ESN, and you think you are bigger than this movement, I can tell you, we are not going to take all this nonsense any longer. Whatever you want to do, you are free to do in your own platforms. Whatever you want to say, you can any word, but not inside IPOB. You cannot drag the name of IPOB on the mud. You cannot drag the name of ESN in the mud. You cannot use the name of ESN and IPOB to you cannot use the name of this hallowed movement to make caricature. And for that reason, Mazi Chinasa, I will allow interaction to go on, and on the process, I will be able to issue out those orders towards the end of this program. And that is why I am here this evening. And unfortunately, I want to take people's call, but we will explain to them what they do not know, because in this hallowed platform, one thing people don't understand is this. You might be a doctor that is in your own field. But as long as IPOB is concerned, this movement is concerned. For now, we are handling this movement. Tomorrow, you might sit here and you can do your own thing. But for now, the DOS is in charge of this movement, and we are not going to tolerate all those people who are working, who are double agents inside IPOB. Decisions will be made on them. You can no more serve two masters at a time in this movement. And that this evening, we will make some specific, we will call out names, people who are using the name of ESN to commit crimes in Anambra, State. And that, in subsequent broadcasts, I will come to mention all those who are using the name of this movement to commit all kinds of atrocities. After 1 year of ESN, after 1 year of their service to their land, we have gone so far, we have made the most effort to keep our land and our forests safe. But those who are working with the Nigerian government, we beg for money. They want to give a dog a bad name. They want to make sure that our leader remains in prison. That is why they mushroom groups with artificial guns, baby freedom fighters, running around making YouTube, talking rubbish. And for that reason, we are not going to take it any longer. Thank you, Mazi Chinasa. If we program, I will clarify certain things through our discussion before those pronouncements will be made. Thank you.
There were. Mazi, but I think your gadget, your system should, because it's coming, increasing, and going down sometime. Please stabilize it.
Is that my internet or?
Yes,
what?
It should be, yes. But no, it should be on the system,
Okay.
not the internet.
Just what you will do for me, just a minute, let me switch to another system.
Okay.
That would be the best thing to do. Because I don't want anybody to miss anything that I say this evening.
Yes. I don't think it's about the internet, please. I think it's the system itself.
The
sometimes
system,
it goes louder, and sometimes.
Yes, let me switch. Just be on. I will switch on to another system. Okay, thank you.
Okay. We must continue. Do not forget that we are live and direct today, being the 14th day of December in the year of our Lord 2021. I am here live with Mazi Chinasa Nworu in the capacity of a member of the Directorate of States. And there are pronouncements that should be made. Therefore, you listen attentively. What we are doing is life and death. Life and death is not a joking matter. It's not something that I can do it. You know what you can do, I can do it. No. This is something that concerns our fate, our future. The future generations coming. Mazi, are you okay? Okay, let me. Mazi, are you okay now?
Mazi, is this one okay now?
Yeah, it's better. I think it's good. It's good. It's better. Hope you can hear me.
This is okay now, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's continue here.
We must go. Yeah. The first thing I want you to talk about is sometime I saw in your private timeline, in your page, in your timeline, you wrote, and I quote, let me a kind of paraphrase. You say, if you say that DOS is not doing anything, make yourself available for them to give you an assignment. Please, I want you to expatiate in more details what you mean by that. Please. Because people are saying, oh, people that are blaming DOS, they are not doing nothing, there is nothing on the ground, this and that. So please, and I saw the write-up in your timeline. So please, can you...
Yeah, you know, they said answer the foolish people sometimes in a foolish way, so that they will not think that they are wise. That is exactly what happened there. You know, you come to social media. We are on social media. I am in social media from 2009. That is when I started to be on Facebook. Before Facebook took down my social media. So people cannot tell me I have been on social media. I'm an old school on social media. And it's a crazy world. It's also where information can be, you can learn a lot from social media. I do take my time to read people's comments. Sometimes people think what we are doing is something we talk on social media, on Facebook. People think that this freedom fighting is an entertainment business. No, people are dying. It's not a dancing show. It's not for fun. This is a serious business. So when some people can be misguided, when they see people come on the social media to dance for them, to, you know, make something they like, for us, that is not why we are here. And when they talk too much, we ask them if truly, because most times, some of those people you do see, they come to talk about on social media, some of them have never even posted anything about Biafra. That is how you know them. On their timeline, they have never posted anything about this struggle on their timeline. 90% of them, that is how you spot them. They are those ones that were sent by the agents to attack the real IPOB activist, or Biafran activist. So along the line, if you want to test who is who, are they ready? It doesn't take them anything. IPOB have a lot of assignment to do. They say that they want to, we want to do something. We don't, you understand me? Talk. They said we talk. Yes, we have to talk. Because IPOB is a global movement. We are not violent. Every conviction, people, millions of people today following Mazi Chinasa Nworu, following him because he was talking. And he continued to talk. And that is what he has taught us, that we can only win this argument with a superior argument. So we are always ready to talk. We are always to sample our opinions. And where do we do that? On the social media. And that is it. And in real terms, anybody who says he can do anything for IPOB to make this struggle, to get the head of somebody like HAUSA or all these our enemies, that they will come and tell you, then you come now, we sent you.
I want to steer to another direction right now concerning ESN. You know, this is their first year anniversary. What do you think, or what can you enumerate, if possible, achievements, if any, of ESN, please, so that people will hear you?
Mazi, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Everybody, there has never been in a history of any security outfit in Nigeria or wider, I have known within our own geographical space, that we have seen that when that security outfit was formed by our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and launched on 12th of December last year, there have never been a security outfit wholeheartedly accepted by people anywhere I can ever remember. It was a welcome development because ESN came at the right time when nobody was there to defend our people, when nobody was there to protect our people, when nobody was there to speak for our people. Our people were being killed on a daily basis by the Fulani herdsmen. They were rampaging all over. And when our leader formed the ESN, everybody can also testify the work. Many people can be able to go, because that is the sole purpose, to make sure our people go back to farm, to make sure our women are not raped when they go to farm, to make sure our people are not being slaughtered just because they're going to their farm. Because the Fulani herdsmen, they were terrorizing everybody. Today, you can bear with me that the Fulani herdsmen are no more terrorizing our people the way they were terrorizing them, their fast approach and encroachment on our sovereignty. Even though today, most of them are in military uniform, in police uniform, killing our people, and I will come to that later on. But ESN have done a very great job. They have tried their best to protect our land. Those who do not want the presence of ESN, who found ESN as a threat, maybe to things they were doing, for those of them, because there are our people who we found out through our intelligence unit, most of our Igbo people, some of these governors, like Dave Umahi, early last year, towards the end of, after ESN was formed, the herdsmen he was using to terrorize many places, because Dave Umahi was also using herdsmen to terrorize his enemies, political enemies. Towards Christmas time, they had an encounter with some ESN operatives. And after they were defeated, Dave Umahi did not have any other reason than to share most of the cows those guys were using. Ask people from Ebonyi State. He was giving almost every Onuama, every kindred one cow. He used it and make, because there were no people taking care of those cows any longer when we drove away the Fulani herdsmen in Ebonyi State. It was on radio. Everybody knew. People were coming jumping. You know, our people like to bastardize everything. The Fulani herdsmen was coming in a very high speed in Ebonyi State. Couple of years back, during this period, what the Fulani herdsmen will do, they will set the farms. It's during Harmattan. They will set the farms on fire so they can be seen a very long range where our people are staying. They can attack. But this time we haven't witnessed those kind of things because we have understood their tactics. ESN did a very great job. Everybody know. At a point, the Meeti Allah came out to say that, they are being killed in Ebonyi State. Nobody was killing them because they were going, when they go to attack communities, they were being repelled by ESN. Instead of most of our people to embrace that peace, our leader was shouting it on radio every time. It was everywhere. Hyenas, vultures, people who don't know when people sow, they came in to reap. Just they don't know the sacrifices taken in Ebonyi State to drive away the Fulani herdsmen. Hyenas, you know, hyenas and vultures, they only like where something has been killed already. They all arrive. And that is how all they arrive. Both from inside IPOB. But some who are with the politicians, because it was a shame and a shock for them how the Eastern Security did that job. What did they do? Most of them, the Ebonyi State governor entered, many of them, he entered through the IPOB families. We have video evidence, people that were given 4.8 million, 2 million. Therefore, he was sharing money among some members in IPOB just to point out the members of ESN that were removing Fulani herdsmen in Ebonyi State. When they started to talk, I don't want to go very far. Many things start to happen. Our people start to sabotage themselves, sabotage their men who have removed Fulani herdsmen from the farms and everywhere. And today, the rest is history. They have seen how Ebonyi State has done, most of them. But one thing is this, ESN is lying low. And in a couple of, we are only because our duty is to make sure the Fulani herdsmen do not return in Ebonyi State. We are in the border towns. We are controlling them strictly. We continue to control them. We are not only do sometimes he will tell you, people will say, don't tell them where we are. Shut up. We will tell them where we are to tell them the job of ESN. And we are doing that job very well. And most of them move from Ebonyi State, they move towards Delta State. Most of the Fulani herdsmen driven away from Ebonyi and Enugu, because when they were moving from Ebonyi, coming towards Enugu, the ESN in Enugu was also doing their job, and most of them moved down to Delta State. That is where most of the Fulani herdsmen, why some of the Fulani herdsmen keep low in Delta State, they know it's a time bomb. So ESN have done a very great job. But we have our challenges. The challenges are what? As ESN was doing this job, now in Imo State, you see Hope Uzodimma is being used. He formed a fake ESN in Imo State. We know we have record of people they approach. Those people ran away from Imo State because they approached them to come and be part of the fake ESN. We have our intelligence because the ESN, the doctrine and ideology of ESN is to make sure we drove away the Fulani herdsmen who are coming into our land to kill and rape our women.
Mazi, can I interject here so that you continue direction? Are they doing like Hope Uzodimma and all these governors? Do they do some of all these their actions using some Biafrans or even so-called IPOB members in the diaspora? Anything concerning the diaspora people, also, some people in the diaspora, please clarify.
Yes, Mazi, let me tell you something. There are three types of people they use. There are three types of people, proxy they use. There are people, one or two or three people who have contact with them, whom they promise and they paid money to say, do this, whom they have given a firm promise we will destroy IPOB. Now, there are people, those people are using the first level and the second level. The second level are people who have hatred against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Some of them are fallen angels. Some of them hate IPOB even before, but they've got an opportunity. They have found a new voice. Some of them now rally around them. Because let me give you an example. You will ask yourself, we mention people's name, we don't care. You will ask yourself, there were the set of the DOS member that was expelled from IPOB. You know the class I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And there are the second people who left IPOB. Now, the question you will ask yourself, there are some group of Biafrans now that were expelled from IPOB. Now, you will ask yourself, what is bringing them, all of them together? What is bringing, do you understand me, those people? What is bringing them together? What is only bringing them together is because IPOB is being attacked. They all form as a gang. Then some people are people with emotions, ignorant people, who don't even know about IPOB. But inside them, they just hate IPOB. So they want the bad news for IPOB. When they see where they are blackmailing any IPOB member or IPOB leadership, they join their voices. So the politicians are working with them. Clearly, I will make this thing clear today. Therefore, Mahi said to one of our media personnel, whom sometimes when he dropped messages, he told him that he is going to recruit, I'm saying it always, 1 million, this is the moment they arrest our leader. He said that he hates what we are doing and he is going to fund 1 million people to attack us on the social media, to attack us on the ground, and that he is doing. And now people who are on emotion, who said because therefore Mahi is from this part of Biafra land, they all rallying around him because they could not find an entrance into IPOB. They now rally around him and the DOS become their major attack. Just to digress a little bit, what people don't understand is this. The moment they arrest our leader, everybody's supposed to know this. The Nigerian government don't take them like you are dealing with. This is an entity. This is a sovereign nation. They have what it takes to dismantle anything. But an IPOB is their bus stop. The moment they arrest our leader, they push in their mercenaries to make sure that presently what they are doing is they are weighing the strength of IPOB leadership. That is what Nigeria government is doing. They have pushed out the money. They have pushed out all the people they are using to attack the leadership. They are weighing our strength. They are weighing, can they be able to subdue these people? How far can we go? How far can we go? The moment they subdue us, they will want to kill our leader, which they cannot. That is why you see all this mushroom group. These people come today, they go and make voice message. And we know all of them. These are people chased away from IPOB, chased away from ESN. These are people chased away because they have criminal tendencies. We know them. If anybody close his face, come and talk. We take your video, we keep it. In 24 hours, we know who made the video. Close your face. IPOB knows. ESN knows. They will tell you this is the person. So if they like, they close their face. All this thing they are doing is people they are pushing, thinking they will disrupt what we are doing. Do you see? You will ask yourself a question, why is it that immediately our leader was arrested, all of them sprang up? It was something they planned. People were prepared. They didn't know. Some people were foolish, like in the media. Some of them were giving money, preparing them before they arrest our leader. They paid money. They were giving them credit. You know, some people who have never received 100,000, they have never seen 100,000 of their own. Some who have never seen 200,000 or 500,000 of their own. All of a sudden, somebody giving you. You don't know he was preparing you. When you were taking the money, one day he tell you, do this. You go and do it. And some of them, look at them. Look at their life. They prepared them. So all they are doing is just to make sure they destroy. That is why you see what is happening in Imo State. Is to give ESN and IPOB a bad name. Is to give ESN and IPOB a bad name. You will ask yourself, why, when they arrest our leader, why would all these mushroom groups sprang up inside IPOB? The worst part, you see some ignorant people. I don't know, those people who went from home, Europe, some of them drink their own urine, and they pass through the Atlantic, they swim and pass through the distance. You know, their mentality somehow, you see them in Europe talking jargons. And because they are in Europe, people think a human being is talking. Lies. Hungry people. You see them, you see hunger in their face. You see them, you know, hunger is not only when you are looking very thin, you can look plumpy, but you are hungry. That is one thing. So, Mazi, in ESN, what they did in Imo State is exactly, if you watch out groups, few days ago, the IPOB branch released an information. These are people. Maybe they have contact with people in abroad also. They tell them, we will deal with IPOB members. You can see chat. There are evidence. Hopus of them are looking for his political opponents, killing them in the name of ESN. The evidence around, they are all in the public. So now, anybody they see, they tag, they kill, they say you are ESN. It's happening. Why don't our people think? Why they don't think? So that is exactly what is happening. ESN is doing his great job, because not only in Imo State, ESN is in every other state. Why is it only happening in Imo State? In Enugu, ESN is doing their job. You know one thing is this: wherever the people see ESN is, these enemies, they like to infiltrate. They will want to infiltrate them. There are some saboteurs that was inside ESN in Enugu. When they decide, they just show them some money, only little money. They betray their own brothers. Today, they are running around looking for who to blackmail because they took money. The people have paid them small money and they have betrayed their own brothers. Today, they are running around making complaints everywhere. They need this, they need that. These are criminals, saboteurs. And you will see people in diaspora talking what they don't know. Some foolish ones will come telling to advise you what they have no information about. Is it because, you know one thing, Mazi, it's good we remain this way. Because I am happy that people just know me like that Chinasa Nworu on Facebook. It is very good. Some are crying because they have never seen me. And I don't know what is their problem. We have not come here to show. Mazi Chinasa is the head of the directorate. He is the person in place for our leader. If you have anything, you can go to him. All of us are working under the DOS to make sure we maintain this struggle, to make sure we release our leader unconditionally, which will happen. But all these things they are doing is to delay the release of our leader. Some of them are playing this game because their game has failed. They want to prolong the game. They are promising that, don't worry, he's not coming out. That is why you see some people, within few hours, our leader was a rendition. They want to become the leader. They want to become the leader overnight. And they will come out and display their ignorance. Some will tell you Ambazonia is doing this. Ambazonia is fighting for 4 years. Is their leader out? Ambazonia is killing their own people. Groups, mushroom groups, everywhere. Have they released their president that is in the Cameroon dungeon? We are Biafrans. We are IPOB. We have our special touch. If you don't believe in us, you go home and sit down. When Biafra comes, you are not the one who wake us up. It's Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Wake somebody like me up. He wake me up in 2011, 2012. I didn't wake up today. And I have paid people who come to question what the indigenous people of Biafra is doing under the leadership of Mazi Chinasa Nworu. When Mazi Chinasa Nworu was there, these enemies were parading everywhere. They were there parading, making noise. We have dribbled many of them. Those are our side. They will continue to make noise. No matter what is happening, Mazi Jonathan, our media warriors are doing a very great job. We are known for this. Lai Mohammed have cried on our head. Nigerian government is crying because of IPOB media, because of IPOB, our effectiveness. So somebody to come out to tell you that what is IPOB doing? What is the DOS doing? Don't you know the person is mocking himself? When Nigerian government is crying on a daily basis and we are coming, release our leader. It's as simple as that. And allow Biafrans to go. Mas, thank you so much.
Yeah, well, in view of what you said right now, we understand that there is a pattern. There is a pattern of the Nigerian government in this thing they are doing. It is pre-planned. Some people might not understand this. That's why immediately after our leader was accusation upon accusation, this and that going on, and a wise person should have asked, why all these accusations? Why didn't they come up when our leader was there? Immediately our leader. So there's something you said that they were paying some people even ignorantly. Some worked ignorantly. We could observe there are some people that worked ignorantly even in the media, because they received some money even before our leader was renditioned, but they didn't know what was happening, that they are preparing them for something. When he who feeds you controls you, when you are giving some money, you will be, they will be praising you. Well, you are doing great. Now they send you this money. This is just like that. Now they will not talk. Little by little, they will be directly, this thing you say like this, why not go it like this? Little by little, they will be directing you. Once you go the way they say, they send another money. You'll be bending. You don't know now, they are bending you. Little by little, you are going off without knowing it. Before you realize it, you are completely off. Even you don't know where you are again. So, what I'm asking now, there are some people inside IPOB that are still parading themselves, working with those that are expelled from IPOB. What is their fate, or what is going to be their fate, please?
Mazi, thank you so much. Mazi, very straightforward. We have nothing to talk much on this. Many IPOB principal officers are under watch. We are investigating many of them, from South America to Europe, to Asia, to America. Many IPOB principal officers are under watch. But people don't expect us to just to come and talk when we have not concluded. And you will be hearing it. We are not going to tolerate any nonsense. We are not going to tolerate double agent provocateurs in what we are doing. Let me tell you, Mazi, there is something that is happening in IPOB. It happens. It's not something, because in a situation of war, you see this kind of things. Example, the DOS or some department in the media or something will plan. They will plan for something. And when they plan for that thing, or maybe IP leadership plan for something, before you understand, one cockroach out there, we use it to make a program. Trying to do, you know what he's trying to do? So that tomorrow, if we come out to unfold the plan, his ignorant people will say, oh, this is a... But why you know is that anybody who stole an idea do not have the full package. Mazi Jonathan, let me say also this on air. I think you were here a few days ago. You were here, I think that was last month. Let me make it clear to show them that we have defeated them. You were here last month. Some of them bring out the Radio Biafra license on social media. I think you were here.
Yes, of course. That many calls, people were even, some of our people were shaking.
People
they close our...
wide. Thank you. People gone wide. And these people go on air, they were jubilating that Radio Biafra will be shut down by the end of this month. Right or wrong? The question you will ask yourself is, how did this document get to the hands of the enemy? Now, let me tell Biafrans something, because now, we are going to deal with them. Do you know that somebody, Mazi Nnamdi assigned to be picking that letter, from our address and get that letter to him or to the leadership, any information that is coming? Do you know, since before Onyendu was arrested, he have picking the letters from that place. He refused to disclose that letter. It's not once, it's not twice. He has been collecting that letter from the box. Onyendu, it's an IPOB, somebody Onyendu trusted. Now he is the only one going to take that letter. Then they look at the time. He is working with those expelled from IPOB and those falling with IPOB. He keep these letters of mourning coming to the IPOB leadership. But they now, out of joy, overjoyed that they are going to close Radio Biafra, they now come and display it on the social media.
They reveal
Some
themselves.
stupid ones use it and make a program that IPOB will be shut. Radio Biafra will be shut down. Number one, let me shock them. Nobody can shut down Radio Biafra, even if the license is taken. IPOB Community Radio is in Australia. Radio Biafra is in London. Nobody can stop Radio Biafra from broadcasting. But as Chukwuemeka knows that our hands are clean, we are fighting a genuine cause. They gave us the copy on social media. We took the copy and go to the UK, this thing, and they said, yes, we have been sending. They said they show copies of what they are taking all this while, and nobody was informing it. As Chukwuemeka said it, we informed them with COVID, this thing, they wipe out every complaint, all those things, and they renew the license, and Radio Biafra continue to sound on air. This is shame to the devil. Shame to the enemies from this
do you know that these
shame
people...
to these saboteurs.
Mazi, do you know that these people, they don't know how Radio Biafra functions?
They don't know. That is why some of them in America wanted to hijack Radio Biafra USA one.
They don't know that this is a sophisticated...
Let me tell you, Mazi, they plan to take Radio Biafra 1 and 2. They are ignorant. When they go to ask the people there, give me the particulars, I will be paying for it. It sounds a good idea. When they fail, they come on the main Radio Biafra branch. They have planned this thing before the arrest of Onyendu. Do you see how they cry for not being on Radio Biafra? Because that is one thing Nigerian government wanted to lay their hands on. And these saboteurs, these agents were working. Even at a point, people we don't expect. Everybody attacked us. Who didn't attack us on the Facebook? Who didn't? Even Onyendu brother, didn't he come on Facebook and attack us and they call us bunch of fools? Because we were protecting something for our movement. Didn't he? Pass Abachosa Gomile. Thank you, Mazi.
There were Mazi. You know, all these things. It comes to also to one thing. Gowon said, if I knew, I understand the lives or the characters of Igbo as I do now, I wouldn't have spent billions of dollars buying, importing war materials and importing mercenaries from abroad in order to fight Biafra. I would have given them money, you know. Few people, I'll call them and disburse just a little fraction of that money, give to them. Say, oh yeah, go and kill yourself for me. And they will do it perfectly well. It's what is playing out today. I'm telling you honestly. But now we must continue because people are ignorant. They don't understand how Radio Biafra functions. You have said it all. They don't understand. They thought that it is something that no. It involves many, highly sophisticated. Our leader program this platform in a way you cannot.
Let me tell you something. We haven't said this thing on air. We haven't said it on air. When the former deputy was interrupting Onyendu whenever he comes to broadcast on air, he was using the Radio Biafra as you understand me? He felt that he was as you understand me? He felt that he was me. He felt that he was
with Mazi Chinasa Nworu in an interactive session. Now, Mazi, let me move on in another of this thing also. Because any person that think that is fighting IPOB or he is a tool in the hands of the Nigerian government in order to bring IPOB down, that person will fall and be crushed because he don't know what he's into.
Master Jonathan,
yes.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Yes.
They're saying the program is repeating. I don't know from
the
system.
It's okay. I noticed it, but it's okay. It's fixed. It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay now. It's okay. Now, what I want to ask again, or for you to discuss about, many people are asking this question or making this comment every time. Oh, we have allowed the so-called elders of our land in order to take care of this thing in the release of our leader on negotiation. What is the outcome? Our people, there is a way they reason. Because I see it. Our people are not people of political. They are not political. What do I mean? They don't understand that things have rules and regulations. You have to follow the rules of issues. Many people think that, once, okay, you have negotiated, okay, or the elders, okay. After a number election, the following day, Mazi Chinasa out. Please, what are you going to talk about the issue, please? I hope you understand my question.
Mazi, yes, I understand you. Mazi, this is misconception. It's not a good thing. They said half education is more dangerous than, none. You see one thing, we didn't negotiate that in the election they will bring out Onyendu. You understand me? There are other things that played out, which is not something we come in and start talking but one thing we saved, why we call off the Anambra election, was because of the genocide. They wanted to, and because some people will push you. And you see that when Nigeria has been frustrated in what happened in Anambra, today they are openly telling you that they are lobbying countries to tag IPOB
yes,
as terrorists. These things are things that play out since November. It is frustration that makes them to be talking these things. Because it was a joker in their hand. When the label was terrorists, all these people jumping up and down, they will all disappear. All these people you see. Do you remember when they tagged us IPOB terrorists in Nigeria? Do you remember those fallen angels? They started conversing and they wouldn't do anything with that we are terrorist group. Did you forget Irania?
Yes.
How he was backing that we are terrorists?
Yes.
Have you forgotten?
He said it, yes. Openly several times.
Have you forgotten?
Yes.
That was their point. They used it, stole our money in the pretense that we are now attack terrorists. He have nothing to do with terrorists. He started making his press release on terrorists. Now, imagine that US attack IPOB terrorists. Even though we may remove the rope from our neck, but it will slow the movement. It will slow this movement. It is a reality everybody has to understand. Now, what happened in Anambra is because of the atrocity, like as they are doing in Imo State now. Anything they say ESN is sufficient now. You see them saying these are criminal and hoodlums. It's now because we have tried our best and they know that it won't work. Trying to attack IPOB. This is our land. Biafra land is our land. We have not come to kill our own people. We have not come to cause confusion in our own land. We want our people to, because we are telling them that when we get Biafra, it will be a better place to stay. So why should we turn our land to a killing field? This is the question. We want our people. Most of us do not like to arrive in Lagos. We want to, people, if you put a flight directly, people will be arriving down home. Why should we? We want to show the people that we can do this thing, being denied access. But the government don't want it to happen. Imagine if a direct access flight is given to Anambra, given to Enugu, Igbo, or Calabar, or to Uyo. What will happen?
You see people going in millions immediately.
The hotels in Lagos will fold. The airport revenue in Lagos they are making will fold. They know these things. Imagine they allow one seaport for us, where we can ship and remove our goods easily. Imagine they allow Calabar to work. Ambazonia will be benefiting from there. We are benefiting. We can face the other part of the world, but they don't want. So people trying to bring Anambra, no. Number two, we didn't agree that our leaders go there. But when people come to talk to you, we have different ways we are fighting for the release of our leader. When people step in, people like Mazi Chinasa, people like Bishop Sunday Noah, and all the rest of them, these are reputable men. temporarily doesn't mean we don't continue what we are doing. We are fighting, we are mounting civil disobedience. We are on the negotiating table. We through the leaders, since they say they can do it, we have to give them a chance to do it. The legal team are doing their best. Diplomatically, our people are fighting in different nations, drawing awareness of this thing. What is somebody talking? Let me ask you, Mazi Chinasa, is Onyendu in police station?
No. Yes.
Is Mazi Chinasa in police station that you will put 100,000 naira in the pocket, you go and you remove him? Is he in the police station? This is stupidity. What Mazi Chinasa, let them go and know who is a prisoner of conscience. Mazi Chinasa is a prisoner of conscience. And every prisoner of conscience, it takes, negotiation, it takes struggle, it takes civil disobedience, it takes legal battles, it takes diplomatic relations to set him free. He was not arrested because he committed any crime. He was not arrested because he stole Nigerian money. He is fighting freedom. The world knows. The world knows. So anybody who's coming to, they said our leader, we gave them chance, but that is not concerned with the Anambra election. We call off Anambra election for reasons. I have said it on this radio here. We prevented the genocide that was about to happen in our place because, number two, they wanted to tell America that we prevented a democratic process which will catapult them to call IPOB a terrorist group in America. I could remember one of our very strong supporter here. He's in UK. It's an insider. When he saw that news, he called me. He said, look, Chinasa, this issue, Nigerian government can bluff, but American government will not bluff when they're talking about those who want to disrupt the democratic process. We weigh the ins and outs. It's not about even calling us a terrorist group in America, but we are looking at our people. 34,000 soldiers, police officers, and 5,000 military, 6 helicopters. What are you talking?
With those that they hire from
with the militants they hired from the riverine area that is protecting PDP members, who they will kill. We got to be wise, my brother. We can get this freedom without killing our own people. Some people will say, kill. Our people have died enough. They have died enough. It is our duty to minimize the killing of our people and make sure we go to where we are going. We don't think one way. We think in a rigorous way, and at the end of the day, we always win, Mazi. Thank you so much.
Yeah, well, Mazi, I want you to go back in something you mentioned before. I want you to expatiate it. The plan of the Nigerian government. They use people, paid agents, they use people to, and even ignorant people to cause confusion in IPOB as they are holding our leader, so that they will, they'll cause confusion in IPOB, no more command and control, thereby it gives them the chance of harming our leader. Can you explain more, because people want to listen to that pattern?
Mazi, thank you so much. I will expatiate this even far beyond what you can even expect. Do you know these criminals that call themselves, I call them COVID-19 members, they all appear when COVID was keeping them in their basement homes. They all appeared to join IPOB. When they appeared, they don't even know the ethics, the ideology. Like somebody wrote, he said, when we were spreading this gospel, taking which I've never slept, some of them was in a nightclub. Some of them don't even know how to pronounce IPOB that time. You understanding me? They didn't know how to pronounce it. Now, they came in. And they are the people, they are very easy to use. Mazi, first, they came and start shouting ESN, ESN, ESN because of what? They know the love That was the first thing they are shouting, because the government want them to help to dismantle ESN. Immediately, you will ask yourself, the people who come to talk about ESN, are they part of ESN? I mean, where have they, do they know who are the ESN operatives? Do they know how the name come about? Do they know when ESN was formed? How it was transformed? Because they saw it is something very important, dear to our people's life, a kind of sense of relief. They come. They're shouting, we are raising money for ESN, raising money so that people, our leader is a human being. He's not a fortune teller. One thing is that if our leader is out tomorrow, anybody can ask him that some of us advised him about these people you see doing these things today. But our leader will tell you, if you don't include people, sometimes they say you want to be alone. But I am very sure, even there he is, that we are in IPOB. We are not fools. We know them. Because when we see you coming, they don't know before you even show yourself. We have run background check on you. And no, we were advising our leader. Careful this side, careful this side, careful this side, careful this side. Don't embrace so fast, because as long as ESN was formed, the Nigerian government go with full force. When they saw the pressure, they saw the army of young men, their hearts run into their stomach. You think they will keep silent? They said they were done in Amazonia. Some of the envious ones who didn't know how ESN was formed say, forget this thing, this was done in Amazonia. Some of them say it was done in South Africa. That's what already they were saying. Out of jealousy and hatred, that people that will defend our land have finally emerged. You see them now using the name of ESN to go for money. Everyday money, where is the money they are taking? Ask them. Ask them. Every day they run money or money. We that is in even IPOB, we don't even know where. We don't come close to the finance of IPOB. Those who manage it, they are managing it. People that don't know about even IPOB come. Use ESN. Makachineke. Today is the last day I will talk about that ESN. People using the first name. Makachineke. If you use the name of ESN, IPOB, to raise money, we found you. There is no place you are that we cannot reach. We're just trying to make sure people don't start talking nonsense. Use the name of anywhere you are, we will organize you. Then you will understand that IPOB is not here to joke. Again, Mazi, this group of people, as our IPOB media start to educate the masses, that these people, they are not even IPOB members. Some are expelled. Do you know their new tricks now? Do you know the one they are doing, Mazi? It will shock Biafrans. Do you know that this group of people, as we have removed this uncle ESN, they are now using the name of our leader's wife, Lolo Uchechika, to raise money. I'm going to ask broadcast. We will release their memo short. POB leadership have forsaken our leader blackmail. will use it to be feeding. What an insult. Our leader's wife never consult any of them for that. Nobody's taking care of. They are blackmailing the DOS now and blackmailing the leadership of this movement, blackmailing even our leader. Our leader is not dead. Our leader is in the DSS dungeon. Are they the one taking care of his family? Before now? Before now? Now what they are doing, they use, because that is to show you it is all about money. They want to distract our people not to contribute money. They have put doubt in the mind of people. They have let people not to. You see some of them coming to boast this money in IPOB, we will do this. We look at them, we laugh. Because only it is a very simple something. They're now using the name of our leader's wife to defraud people in America. That our leader's wife said that, you know what they're trying to say? A sympathy, so that our leader will come out and say we were contributing money, giving your wife. The question is that when Ikonso died, they used Ikonso name, contributed money, made foundation, raised money. Ikonso family didn't receive $1 till today.
I think they say it's for building, not for the not for human beings.
Today, unless they give to somebody, that somebody ate it, let us know. Do you know when something happened in Izombe? These people are hyenas. They are only looking for where something bad will happen, so they will use it to raise money. If they don't see, they concoct one. Like as they concocted now, that our leader's wife is being abandoned, is not eating. Nobody take care of him and the children, that they have to contribute $30 so that they can be using to feed him and take care of. Mazi, what an insult. IPOB that is taking care of thousands of people in Biafra land, paying school fees, medical bills, do you understand? Everything. Do you see where they are going? Mazi, all these things, some of them, when they fail, you see them, they change name. If you change your name, because that one is no more going. You find something to talk. We are watching them very keenly. We know the handwriting of Nigerian government. The Nigerian government have weighed the IPOB leaders. They have weighed the structure of IPOB for 6 months. They have not been able to decode it. They have not been able to crack it. And they will continue to wait. We are here, we go nowhere. We are here until our leader is released unconditionally. Some of them want to know who Chinasa Nworu is. Chinasa Nworu is just a normal IPOB member serving in the Directorate of State. I am a man of self-accountability and deep-rooted in morality. In whatever I believe in, that is what I believe in. As long as this struggle is concerned, as long as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whom I hear his voice and step out of the circle, and this particular journey we must come to an end. This is a mission we have come. This is a mission we must accomplish. This is a mission for our next generation. Nobody can stop it, even if you like. You can do all you can. Sponsor you with millions of dollars. Sponsor you with millions of naira. Mazi, they are going nowhere. Mazi Jonas, you saw a few days ago, IPOB is always being vindicated. When we talk about our people being killed, that was the plan they used. Mazi Jonas, you know why? Whenever I talk about Ebonyi State, I know why I talk about Ebonyi State, because it is a case study for what we have done. For what Ebonyi State is a case study. How Ebonyi rose, attained to the best we can, and how the people sabotage. It's all about money. Dave Oma, his senior brother, was going with his driver through some of the coordinators, handing over bags of money. I'm telling you, I'm not telling you with video. When we confronted some of them, they said, Onisi, I am not the only one who they gave the money. They gave other people. That is how they start to point their people. Some of them now go to ESN because ignorant. They told them, because of this person, they changed this person, you come and join Ebubago. Do you know that a coordinator in Ebonyi State deceived 26 people to come and join Ebubago somewhere. When they reached there, they were all arrested and they are in jail now. Do you know that? The coordinator. You don't know that. A coordinator convinced out of hatred, he don't know they were using him. He now said, because this person, he said, no, you people, he said you will work under ESL. Go and join the Bible. He get 26 of them. They went to a community where they're supposed to join a bag. They arrest all of them there and they are inside the jail. Now, for long now. This is ignorance. This is people working with emotion and many other things. Therefore, he used the money. Today, we have been vindicated. I think it's everywhere. Arise News, everywhere. Inter-Society have written about it. Therefore, he killed 5 Nalin consultant engineers because of $150 million. Because he don't want them to do the road. And Nalin consultant is an engineering firm. Therefore, he want the money to be in his pocket. He disappeared. 5 engineers. We are asking Biafrans to wake up. We are there, two lawyers handling cases of some IPOB members were murdered in Ipob State. Are we not there? So when we say that he is killing our people, he hunts many IPOB members down. Do you know some of them are talking rubbish? And I'm calling the lawyers in southeastern part of that contraption. Those lawyers that came out in crowd to go because Mazi Chinasa is that we appreciate you, but we are also telling you there is problem in your backyard. You have cases to take up. Go to Ebony State. They kill your own people with the Fulani army there for Mahi. Burn 58 houses. All it happened in our presence. Look at the houses there from Doho Posadema is burning in Imo State. This is an act of genocide. This is an act of genocide. These are properties that worth billions. This is what they are doing this thing. The other day we released people who were contributing money to make sure they kick IPOB members out from their community. Since the list was released, some of them are running around, upper for road construction, upper for civic center. My brother, in a community there is war. You are constructing Ishigi. They don't know we are everywhere. They contributed money. We also the hope was the last in Abuja where he went to beg money that he need more money to come and fight IPOB in Imo State. He need more money to come and he need more what they call it, more manpower to fight people in Imo State. And when he couldn't get the money, he have resorted to tell them support what we are doing. And these are people contributing. You cannot run to anywhere. You are running nowhere. If anybody in that community, if we look for any IPOB member in Ibiasebe, all these people, their names are mentioned in that place, nobody will go free. Let us get report. There are IPOB members being killed in Ibiasebe or being taken away, disappeared from Ibiasebe. Then you yourself, you disappear by yourself. That is how it's going to be. Mazi, the same thing, Dave Omahi is killing. You see, I can see IPOB engineers. And I know this time he's in. Ndị HAUSA, ndị ọ na-agbara boy na-asị ya shiga, Dave Omahi abaila, the biggest problem of his life. The blood of IPOB members he killed in Ebony State will expose him to the world, and the world will know the kind of man this man they call Dave Omahi is made of. And we will behead him in Biafra land.
You know, like what you said about using sentiments to scam our people or to obtain money from them so that they will do their own bidding. You know, this is a very smart move. You know, they are always playing on Biafran sentiments. Once they say, oh, our leader's wife we raise money. You see people, some ignorantly, but genuinely, they become concerned. That is why people should be listening to Radio Biafra, London, this platform. And people should not be over sentimental. Reason. Because Mazi Chinasa, it's just the same thing like what we talked the other time. You see people in Biafra land, they are using it as a format now. When they target somebody in diaspora, they see your contacts, they'll call you. I know you're a hardcore Biafran. We are here in ESN. As I'm calling you, even I'm on top of 3 because I'm inside bush. I'm telling you, I receive even calls personally. I laugh tire. They come. Our commander have run away. Is now in Ghana. So we need to borrow. We need to bury people that are being killed. Even as I'm talking to you, I am having bullets. So we need anything. One, go arrange somebody to convince me. He will talk. He says he's a doctor. The doctor was he sent me the voicemail. We need the blood. We need blood. We need this and that. All these things. I have not been paid for. So send anything. So, and you see some of our people.
You can imagine.
Very, very sad indeed, because our people are using everything to turn it into, as you say, bastardize anything, turn it into business. It's a huge problem, Mazi. It's a huge problem. Now, what is the way forward? As in this struggle, what is the way forward, please?
Mazi, the way forward is this. We are going to this evening weed out people who say they are ESN, who are committing crimes. We are going to mention their names on air now, this evening. And when we do that, because most of them also are being sponsored by people in diaspora. You have to know that. People get people together. I say contribute money. We have, forget about this thing, the US is doing this thing. There is even somebody, he sent somebody say that he raised 25-point-something million naira on his own. He was still asking people for 100,000 too, so that he will buy a jet fighter for the ESN. All those lies. You understanding me? You don't know. You raised 25 million. You raised 25 million naira. Emma say, IPOB didn't see it. You use it and buy them rocket launcher and buy them. Is it not criminals? Criminals everywhere. They are begging. And for that reason, Mazi, I am going to start. If people from Osumoru is in Anambra, I want everybody, if you are living in diaspora, if you are living in Biafra land, and if you are listening, a lot of reports have come from Osumoru, even to the hearing of our leader, because some of them think. And since all these things started immediately after our leader was arrested, those things don't happen. That is to show you it was a planned something. There are criminals in these communities. These criminals, they use the name of IPOB because of the respect and the fear people have for IPOB. They go, they bomb people's houses. One of them, we found out that the brother was a criminal. He was killed. And he have a grudges against his community people that they killed his brother, that his brother was a criminal. For that reason, he used the name because ESN and be terrorizing people in Osumoru. This evening, I want to make it the IPOB leadership. The ESN command want to make it very clear to the people of Osumoru that these criminals, they are not ESN. If you see them anywhere, they come and say they are ESN, lynch them. If you have the ability, lynch them. If you don't have the ability, we are going to provide a number after this broadcast for people in this particular area. Some of them, they make calls to you. You record them. We have voice evidence because these criminals did not know. We have been training them. After investigation, we found out that these people are not even ESN. They are criminals, and they are from the same community from Osumoru people. That is why this evening, if anybody knows who is called Emmanuel, he goes by the guy named Oberago. We are telling Osumoru people that this guy is not an ESN member. And anywhere you see him, if he comes to steal from you, you have the right to kill them. You have the right to catch them. You have the right to do them anything. And we will drop a number for you to call. Anytime some of those things happen, the ESN command in Anambra will come for help. And if we know where they are staying, we are telling you we are coming to dislodge them in a matter of days. We are telling you, if you know you are going by this name, it's better you leave Osumoru today. Because if ESN steps in, you are a dead man. Another person they call Innocent Obieke, he is from Isu Osumoru. Innocent Obieke, he is from Isu Osumoru. He is not an ESN member. He is not IPOB member. Do not believe those people that come to you and ask you they need money for granite. They need money to support them. They need money for food. It is ESN. ESN don't do those things. Another person is Isuchukwu from Amodara Osumoru. Amodara Osumoru. His name is Isuchukwu. After this broadcast, we are going to list their names. They are not ESN members. And they are the ones why we are not stepping in. Because they are from your community. These are your thoughts. You know them more than ESN. You know their past behavior. You know they were criminals. You know. Before the formation of ESN, you know they were criminals in your community. So why is it that now, one of them, you kill their senior brother because he's a criminal? So why are you now pointing a criminal towards IPOB when you know their family history? You know who they are. You know why he is coming to attack you people. And you go back and say it is ESN. They tell you that ESN asked you to submit your rifle. Do not submit your rifle. Do not submit any rifle. ESN did never ask anybody to submit their local rifles they are using to protect themselves from the Fulani herdsmen in case of eventuality. There is nothing of that nature. Another person is called Ofodi. They call him Baby. Baby is not an IPOB member. Anybody under IPOB and ESN must be under command. If you feel that you are too big to work under IPOB or ESN, then you find your way and go and do whatever you want to do. Go and do whatever you want to do. These people I have mentioned here from Osumoru, in particular, they are not IPOB members. They are not ESN. These are common criminals that are terrorizing people in their area. Still in Anambra, there is, if this person is burning his name, if we hear any nonsense against you, we will mention your full name and we will make sure you are being dealt with. They call you Isioma Inobulis Ihejofo. Isioma Inobuli Ihejofo. Isioma, you are claiming you are an ESN member. ESN does not, we don't invade into people's privacy. ESN, you say you are ESN member, you form a gang in Obulis Ihejofo, settling matters, husband and the wife, orange. You form and interfering in community issues. in the village and giving them fine. We are telling you from this night, we are telling people in Modulation, anywhere Isioma gathered, saying he is doing anything in the name of IPOB, he coming to settle. You are going to issues, land issues, settling land issues. This is not IPOB, this is not ESN. In the name of ESN. This night is the last warning. The last warning, ESN does not interfere in community issues, how the kingship or how the people with their family or marketplaces. We do not interfere. It is not our duty. It is not our priority. We do not have anything. Isioma, if anybody knows Isioma in Modulation, tell him he opened an office in that place. After this night, if such report appears again in the name of ESN, we are coming to visit you the way you will not like it. I don't know the reason why people with now their own village, your own town, you say you are ESN. In your own town, you say you are ESN. We are not going to accept it. Another people we want to talk to, we are calling all the filling station owners. Please, ESN operatives cannot come to buy petrol in your petrol station and will not pay you. Anybody coming to buy fuel in your, he should pay you. If you have an opportunity, if they don't pay you, they say it is ESN, let us know. You can also call the number we are going to provide and tell us where your filling station is, and the people, they ask they will come another day to buy fuel. We don't condone this nonsense. This is not the Biafra we are looking up to. This is not what we are planning for. This is not what our motives are. This is not the reason we are in this struggle. This is not the reason people died. That you will go to somebody's petrol station, you buy fuel, you don't pay, you say you are ESN, you are a criminal. And we don't want to hear that story any longer within Biafra land. Now, I am going to Olo. The whole of Olo. After a thorough investigation, a painstaking investigation by IPOB, M-Branch, and intelligence units, whatever we say here, we have conducted these investigations and found out that these people are using the name of ESN in Olo, attacking people, burning people's house. They will even come inside the house, pack things from your house. I will say there is one they call Ojo and the one they call number one. The one they call Ojo and number one. You people are going to Osumo, to market. Every month, you go there to collect tax from traders and say it is tax for ESN. Ojo and the number one. You go to to market in Osumo, collecting tax levies from our people in the market. You claim you are ESN. I am calling people in Osumo also. These people are trespassing from Olo into Osumo, threatening people in another state. And for that reason, we are calling ESN operatives in Anambra Command to make sure that this market is being protected. ESN Command this evening must put operatives who will monitor those who are coming to disturb our people in Osumo market, collecting levies in the name of ESN. And if you get them, you know what to do to a criminal. And let me make this thing very clear. Every ESN operative operating in any state, You are warned not to trespass from one state to another without the knowledge of that state's commander. Very, very important. You cannot be in Imo State, you trespass to cause problem in Anambra. You return back to Imo State. This is not accepted. Also, Zuma, they say they are giving you returns. Your investigation is not concluded yet. But you can't be Chichi Dodo. You don't eat shit, but you are taking maggots from the shit. Your issue will be handled because we have known you, and the ESN operative will lay their hands on you, and you tell us what you know about collecting this levy in Osumogu market. Again, we are talking about those still terrorizing Olo. Why I call Ojo and number one is because they are operating from Olo into Anambra State, and they go to. They are harassing now. They are extending their harassment to Newi South, to Ihiala. And we are saying this thing very clear. You people want to destroy the good name of ESN because from our investigations, your atrocities, your criminalities are leading people in this area to say, if this is the way Biafra will come, we don't want it. And some people are sponsoring you people from diaspora, giving you, tell you go ahead. Some of you are engaging in kidnapping, in car snatching. The ESN have done a lot of job. There are things I will say here people are supposed to know. The evil these people are committing against us. Last time, I don't want to mention the person's name on air, but we have got a lot of reports. Last time, a very prominent Biafran, his property, his car was moving from that Anambra Newi going to somewhere in Akwa Ibom, and you criminals in our road axis, you kidnap, you hijack the car. It took IPOB ESN. When we got that report, men swing into action. We put heat on the ground to make sure that that car was returned to the owner. And that is how we make sure that car was returned to the owner, and the owner is grateful. But what I'm telling the owner is that don't come to us because your car was missing. If you want to support the Biafra struggle, you support the Biafra struggle. Not when your car lost. That is the things we are saying. All of you are big men. You don't want to support this struggle. You think when it will happen, it is coming to us. We are not, our duty is not to check whose car lost or whose car did not lost. Support this movement. All those crimes, all these petty crimes will stop. It is because in the same community, some of you are supporting those criminals also, using them as thugs. And today, they are at loose, committing crimes all over Biafra land. Also, I am talking about one guy they call Ago 50 Vice. You people are not ESN. You are not IPOB. Last time, those of you I called now, 3 of you, Ago number 1 and Ago 50. Ago 50 and Vice. You people, you snatched a car from a man, threatened him, took 2 million naira from him. When you realize that IPOB operatives were trailing you, you ran back to the man, returned the coupe car, and returned his 2 million naira. This is what you people did. And you know that IPOB intelligence was training you people. When you went and snatched that car, that coupe from that Biafra, the IPOB intelligence followed you people. You took it and you took 2 million from him. And at the end of the day, IPOB intelligence was trailing you people for a catch you people quickly went and returned that car and the money to the man. Our duty, ESN, is not to come and trail you small criminals. Because if we catch you people like you, all of you of that caliber are people that the enemies will use and work against this struggle. Because you don't know what you want. Criminality is what you want. ESN want to protect the land. We want to protect Biafra. We want to make sure our land is safe. And the other person, I'm calling his name this night. You are under also investigation. They call you Sky. We have not gotten a full details of your participation, but you are taking allowances from crime, proceeds of crimes. What I am saying this evening, any IPOB member, any ESN command that you see these people, we have dispatched their information to different camps within Imo State and Anambra. Make sure these people did not go free because they are trying to dent the name of IPOB. And finally on the list, there is another guy they call Ebanda. You are going about collecting 5,000 naira from Biafran youth in Imo State. That it is a tax from ESN. Mazi I ga-egbupụ kwa gị isi o. I ga-egbupụ kwa gị isi. Ka m kwuokwa ya ka o dokwa gị anya. Biafra youth nọ n'Imo State. Make sure that the number we are going to put, you contact it. Anybody come to take 5,000 naira, say it is ESN levy. You are taking it from youth. They call you a banda. You are not an IPOB member. You are not an ESN member, but you are using the name of ESN to commit crimes. And that we are not going to accept. We are not going to accept those crimes you are using the name of ESN to commit. And therefore, finally, there is also another group. They are NRG. They say they are NRG. Aji, I think I'm pronouncing it very well because I'm Monigo. You are writing letters to people. And the coordinator of IPOB, that is why this case is very crucial, is part of this conspiracy. You write letter to people in the community. You say you are ESN Aji Command, Biafra Motherland. You are dishing out letter to people to come and pay you people, or their houses will be invaded. And the coordinator, and you are using a traditional ruler for people to go and drop the money with the traditional ruler. You write letters to people, threatening them that if they don't bring money. And this Royal Highness, this was Onyoshi Esekirima, Nonaji. They are using your name. I wonder if you know what you're doing. They write letters. This is criminality. They write letters to people. They tell people, Aji is in Oru West. Aji is in Oru in Imo State. We have copies of the letter you wrote to people threatening them if they don't bring you people money to buy bullets and buy guns, that you are ESN Motherland. We do not have anything called ESN Motherland. Let that be very, very clear. There is nothing like ESN Motherland. And we do not have, ESN do not have any base in IG. You using the name and collect some group of criminals, and you're collecting money from people, threatening them with letters, and they go and drop their money with one essay. You come there and share your proceeds. You're a criminal. These mornings we have dished out this evening. We're not going to repeat it again. A word is enough for a wise. But from now onward, if you know you are a criminal gang in Osumu, in Osihitokwa, in Lilu, I saw what the zoo police and army were showcasing today. That is to show you it is not even ESN, because they were talking about people indulging in cannibalism, killing people and eating. Does that show you this is ESN? Now they have understood that the crimes they are committing, that most of them are also political talks by Hopus or the man. War, internal war, and you want to use the name of ESN to destroy. And those of you using the name of ESN, today, this night, in this broadcast, is the last time you will use the name. We will not call your name any longer. You have looked for our trouble, and our trouble we will give to you. Mazi Jonathan, I will stop here on mentioning of names and this order given this evening. If you do have any other question to ask me, please go ahead. Thank you so much, Mazi.
It is very clear. There's before I ask the last question, which means in a blanket way, in a general way, our people should know that there any person calling for any type of fund in Biafra land, in any community, in the name of ESN, which means is false, because ESN doesn't call for fund from our people. Is that what it means? Can you clarify?
That is correct, Mazi Chinedu. That is correct, absolutely correct.
Okay, because ESN, they have hierarchy. So they know the real genuine ESN. They don't even
they know who to contact. They know who to contact.
As you are listening to us, when you want to be saying, "Oh, I want the ESN," know that they are criminals. So that is what we are saying. Now, the last question I want to ask, because some people used to contact me privately to ask, is there any room for fresh recruitment of ESN?
Mazi, for now, there is no room.
Of course.
They want to infiltrate the mob. There is no room for new recruitment for now.
Okay, there we go. I think we have gone more than 2 hours. I think if you have a pattern shot before we close the program, please.
Thank you, Mazi Chinedu. Thank you for hosting me this evening. To this end, dear friends, we have come to the end of this program. It's unfortunate people will not ask questions today. You can keep your questions for some other time. I am urging all Biafrans, and I am urging my fellow comrades, those who know what we are in, that we have a big task ahead of us. What is that task? To make sure our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu regains his freedom, to make sure that Biafra restored their nation, to make sure our people are not let down, to make sure that those who have mocked us, that we cannot do this, we cannot deliver this nation. We like people when they doubt us. So far, it has been rocky, it has been not easy, but we expect it. We are capable. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have trained us. He trained us to be thick. He trained us to be tough in our mind. He made us who we are today. He made us to be critical thinkers. We might not be professors, but we are professors in this freedom fighting for the indigenous people of Biafra. One thing is this: the knowledge most of us acquire in this struggle, we did not get it, because knowledge is gotten through observation. It is not through by reading and the cramming. Knowledge, the genuine knowledge and wisdom, is gotten through observation and studying things around you. And for that reason, Biafrans, We ask every member of IPOB, watch out. Our coordinators, watch out the people inside you. The enemies are everywhere, but we are not afraid. Anywhere you found out, you and you disgrace here out. It's very simple. Anyone you found out that is sabotaging the struggle we are doing, expose him, don't condone him. Don't condone him. We are not here to pamper anybody. We have known that all these people kept their sleeping cells among us before Nyendu was arrested. Before Nyendu was arrested, they kept many people on the ground. That is why in less than 1 week, our leader was arrested. In less than 72 hours, they exploded. They come to drag the leadership. They come to take over. I, Mazi Chinasa Nworu, let me repeat it here. I will never disappoint. I will never betray this struggle. Any day I betray this struggle, I will commit suicide. You don't need to cry for me. This struggle is my life. This struggle is what I am born to do. I am born to be a helper to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in this struggle, and that is what I am doing. Anytime I have finished, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say, Chinasa, thank you, you have done enough. I have other places I can serve Biafrans. I will do so. But for now, me and my comrades in the Directorate of State, we are in charge. We're not begging anybody because we know the ills we are made of. And from this, I will say this is my end of the year talk to Biafrans. We are no more laughing. We have not been laughing anyway. If you know what is good, if you know you believe in this struggle, you maintain in this struggle. The enemies will cry. They are the one crying every day. All of you saw Devil Mahi crying that if a man powerful is so powerful, let him step his leg in Ebonyi State. I will see if he will go. Yeah, but now. That's all I want to say, larger. If I feel this thing, because he's crying that because we punched him and we will continue to punch him. We are ahead of them, 1,000 ahead of them. But one thing we are doing is we will show the world. All, we are not boasting. We are not boasting. And for that reason, the numbers we want to maintain, we don't want to give numbers anyhow. So another people will not come out and give numbers of their own. Say this is the number. We are going to maintain the number to reach to the DOS, to the HOD. The number is always out there. It is always out there. If any problem, we know that most of the issue happening in that place, people are sending informations and we are having them. We have these numbers, and those numbers, we continue to use them. We're not creating any number. We will use our inquiry number. The people there are very effective. If any problem happens within the Sumo, or because this is where the hot zone, where these criminals are operating. This is where they are operating. And if anything, I will call this number on air. This is +1832. Let me come again. I will call it slowly so that those who want to write the number down will write it. +1832 876 7387. That is the number. Another number, because we have two numbers. Another number also. The first number I have called is an American line. The second number is an Australian line. It's +61 405 755 805. Let me repeat the number once more. +61 405 755 805. If you have any problem, communities, traditional rulers who have problem and people come to threaten you that it is IPOB or ESN, please do not hesitate. Those in diaspora, if you are from those communities, jot these numbers down. Make sure you get to IPOB. We remain steadfast in what we are doing. IPOB has no crack. IPOB has no problem. The structure is intact. The structure. We are not talking just to talk. We are talking with confidence. And for that, we bless every one of us. All of you who have stood very firm. All you followers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, all you hardcores of Mazi of this struggle, those who knows where we are going and who knows our destination, we continue to encourage you. We continue to ask you to stay fast. That the enemies are just bragging. The enemies are blowing their mouth. They have run out of ideas. They have just resorted to use the name of our leader's wife to come to steal from you people. Maybe tomorrow they will set up a Zoom meeting. They are contributing money for something of that nature. So anything they want, they can use it to be able to do anything they want to do. But we are not going to forget all these things they are saying. Our inquiry lines again. Let me go through again. Hold on. Mazi Jonathan, what I will do, I'm being contacted now that the inquiry line, the particular one I mentioned, yes, I'm going to publish it. Yes, that it needs some correction. So please, Biafrans, we are going to publish it, inquiry line. When we are going to release the names of these criminals who are using the name of IPOB, we will publish the number under it so that people can be able to share them and communicate to the people that they need to do this, to get in touch with. This, by tomorrow morning, it will be published, the names and the numbers, and it will be shared around all over in the Facebook. Thank you, Mazi Chinedu, and fellow Biafrans. Whatever you are doing, believe in this struggle. Freedom is what we are looking for. We're not looking for money. There is nothing money can buy for us. Money cannot buy our freedom. Money cannot buy what we want. We are bigger than money. Money cannot buy. If money can buy anybody, money cannot buy me, Chinasa Nworu. I can boast of it. I can talk about it. I have seen it all. What I'm saying this evening is this. Wherever you are, when you go in, pray for this struggle. Believe in this struggle. Believe that the leaders of this struggle, that we are on the right track. That no matter anything people do, it is normal. They will brag. If they don't do those things, how will they test our resoluteness? What we are saying is this. Remain resolute. Remain focused. Once again, dear friends, my name is Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Mazi Chinasa Nworu is serving the indigenous people of Biafra in the Directorate of State. Asem Kachifono.
Ndewo Mazi. You've had it all, Biafrans and lovers of freedom. The number, if there is any mistake, will be corrected and it will be published. And we will be calling it here in this platform. Therefore,
Mazi, they can correct this line. The Australian line is invalid, please. Okay. The Australian line is invalid, but the line that is valid is +248
so
949
plus
okay.
1 or
no 1 okay. no 1 okay, are you understanding me?
Yes. Can you investigate more, please?
Okay, hold on, Mazi. You see, the Australian line that I just mentioned is invalid. You understand me? I've just been informed right now that the number is invalid. The Australian line. Then the line that's supposed to get in touch is +248 949 4843. That is the number.
No,
We will
Mazi,
make it available also in the
I think you omitted +1.
No, there is no one in it.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, there is no one. That this number replaces the Australian number that is invalid.
+248.
Yes.
Okay, because the number I'm seeing here anyway is the same number you called, but it has +1 in it. Anyway.
No. It's no +1 inside.
Okay.
That's what they're informing me now from the.
Okay, we shall know if there is any listen. We'll be calling it here in this platform.
On the air. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Mazi.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mazi. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We will make sure. Oh, okay, Mazi Jonas. The number. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
The number. Again, there is +1. That's what they are informing me.
Yes.
There is +1. Yeah. There is +1. +1 248 948 4843. There is +1. Nine 48 4843. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
That means +248
+1.
Yes, +1 248 948 4843. Mazi Jonathan, the number will be sent to you so that we don't confuse our listeners. It will be sent to you and it will be announced.
That should be the
yes.
Please.
Yes, that's the best option.
Okay.
Thank you, Mazi Chinedu, for hosting me this evening.
Remain blessed. We have had it from the horse's mouth. What we are doing, this is not child's play right from beginning. There are many people that they can use even their mother that born them, that bear them for 9 months to do money ritual, to make money. That is why these people, once they are into IPOB too, they think that they can use IPOB in order to make money. That is their character, is their life, is their way of life. That is the difference between them and us. Do you understand? Many people, they use serious issues to commit crime just for their own benefit. They don't understand that they are their character in their way, in their selfish interest. They are helping and abetting our enemies. Do you understand? It is high time we continue, because there is no going back. All we are asking for is to liberate ourselves from the shackles called Nigeria, so that we shall develop in our own way, organize ourselves, make our own laws and enforce it. Now, the future generations will be proud to be called Biafrans. The same way South Koreans are proud to be called Koreans. The same way Germans are proud today to be called Germans. And all you do is to migrate into an already made place, ask for their nationality, and be claiming rights, reaping where you did not sow. All we are doing is to sow. We are sowing now. So be part of it. History will bear us witness that we are doing the right thing. This is where we are going to stop. Therefore, Biafra is our religion. Biafra is where we worship. It is our identity. From me, from here, it is simply good evening.